Hey, this is Hans. It's time for the Ramen Raiders Top 10 Instant Noodles of All Time, 2017 edition. Alright, so this year is going to be a little different. I've got the top 10 list, of course, but I have some very special announcements after the list that I would really ask that you stay tuned for. This is a big deal, so I should also mention this is the 15th anniversary of the Ramen Raider. I started it up in 2002. Did it for a year or so and then kind of left it on the shelf and really didn't get back to it until I met my wife, Christine, also known as Kit, and we moved to an area where there was stores that had instant noodles nearby, and I'd walk over there every day, get a new one to try, and that was in 2010, and now it's 2017, and this is my, sixth top 10 list, so yeah. So anyways, the 15th anniversary, and yeah, let's get started. So number 10 on the list is Paldo, Budae Jigae Ramyun from South Korea. So Budae Jigae is, I guess it loosely translates to army stew or troop stew. So the story goes is that during the Korean War, when there were U.S. soldiers over there, they'd often share them with the local population. They'd often share their food, and a lot of things they would have were things that stored for a long time, such as Spam, hot dogs, little mac and cheeses, cheese, things like that. Well, of course, the Koreans adapted them into their cuisine, and that's how you get Budae Jigae. So this one, it has your Ramyun noodle, which is a thick, chewier noodle. It's not ramen, it's ramyun. And it's, actually I was told that it should be like ramyun or something like that. But anyways, thanks YouTube guy, I still can't pronounce it right. Yeah, so you've got your thick noodles, and then you've got kind of a slightly spicy, kind of, I guess I'd say beefy broth. But it's also got this oil sachet that has, it just reeks like hot dogs. Plus the garnish has little bits of macaroni and beans, like kind of like you'd find in like pork and beans, bits of hot dog, things like that. So it all comes together and it's really, really good. I absolutely love this stuff, and I was surprised. I was thinking like, it's a fusion kind of thing, but it's been a fusion thing, I guess, for quite a while. So, yeah, you should be able to find this one pretty easily if you have a Korean grocery nearby. So check it out. Number 9 on the list is Xiao Ban Mian traditional shallot and onion oil noodle from Taiwan. The first time I tried this was in Taiwan, and it's good. Basically, you've got a kind of thick noodle with a good chew to it, and then you've got this shallot oil sauce that's just like, oh man, it's really it's shallot oil. I keep wanting to say scallion, but you know, I actually, when I was over there, I visited where they make this stuff and watched them making the sauce for it. And man, it gets pretty warm over there, but when you're in a room with like a bubbling cauldron of like just the onioniest stuff you could imagine, it's just like, wow, I gotta give props to, you guys making this stuff. Wow. But yeah, it's super good. It's another one from Taiwan that has that simplicity to it, but it's just the mastery of simplicity that Taiwan dry noodles bring. And these are definitely a cut above what I've tried so far. So definitely, if you can get them, get them. They're really good. Number 8 is Nissin Demae Ramen Straight Noodle Black Garlic Oil Tonkotsu Flavor Instant Noodle from Hong Kong. So this is another straight noodle. They're really good. Oh man, this is like, I did a meet the manufacturer Nissin Hong Kong last year, and God, this one just blew my mind. I got to try, I think I've had like over 50 different Nissin Hong Kong varieties, and this one just does it. The broth is luxuriant, the noodles are nice and good chew, and just everything just screams quality. The black garlic oil just gives it that nice oomph to it. As far as I know, you can only get this in Hong Kong, but you never know, you might find it elsewhere. Look around. Definitely worth trying. I love this stuff. So, number 7, Nyar Penang White Curry Instant Noodle from Malaysia. First off, I love saying that name, Nyar. I'm thinking it has to do with Nyonya, but yeah, Nyar. Yeah. I've had a lot of white curry, and this one just screamed at me. Me. I mean, it was just so good. It's got like it's got the creaminess, it's got the spiciness, it's got the right amount of heartiness to the broth. The noodles are superb. They come out perfect. Plus, actually, they've got a vegetarian version of this that's absolutely wonderful stuff. It's got lots of cumin in it too. It's just like, yeah. It doesn't have like a bitter, because a lot of vegetarian stuff I've noticed that's been a play on something that's, you know, kind of more pasty, is just like gobbed down by a mushroom. Not this one. This one's really, really good. Yeah, I love this stuff, so definitely check it out. Number 6 is Prima Singapore Curry Wholegrain Ramen. This is the second time in a row it's been on the list. The original has been on the list since, I think, 2013. Just good stuff. Thick curry. The sachets that come with it. This is a big curry paste one, a big one of coconut milk powder. The noodles are very thick and just juicy, and I could eat this for days. But yeah, I love this stuff. Definitely one to check out. Number 5 is MyKuali Penang Red Tom Yum Goong Noodle. This one has been on the list for a while too. So Tom Yum is a lemongrass, spicy, and shrimp. Usually this one is bright red, and it's good. It's just got this kind of like citrusy punch to it. It's just like freshness, and it's just very, very bright flavors. Yeah, this one is absolutely wonderful. It's very good. Yeah, you should be able to find this one if you look around. Number 4 is CarJEN Nyonya Curry Laksa from Malaysia. So this one is also just amazing. So you've got your noodles, which actually, they look like regular instant noodles, but they come out so well. It's just like, all the ones on this list that have just the regular instant are just amazing. I don't know what they do different, but it's good. They come up nice. They're nice and chewy. The broth is thick and very rich, and just everything kind of comes together and harmonizes. I highly recommend this one. I know I saw it when I was in Taiwan, so I know it's all around Southeast Asia, so you should be able to find it if you're over there. All right. Number 3 is Nissin Straits Kitchen. Actually, now it's called Straits Reborn Laksa. And this one's from Singapore. When I was getting this list all ready to go, I contacted the company because I couldn't find anything about the Straits Kitchen. And they're like, oh, we just came out with it again, and it's Straits Reborn. And they sent me samples, and I looked at the ingredients. I looked at the nutritional values. I even ate it, and it's just as good and deserves the same spot. So I think they just changed the name. That's what they told me, but I had to make sure. So this one's great. It's a laksa. It's got a, how do I explain it? The noodles are nice, good thickness, good gauge, good chew. The broth is pretty heavy duty. It's not on the extreme end of the stick, but it's just right, you know. And then and you can top it with powdered and crushed up laksa leaf, which gives it an extra really nice zing to it. Laksa leaf is just very, very savory, so it works incredibly well with this. So yeah, definitely give this one a try. All right, number 2, we have MyKuali Penang Spicy Prawn Soup Noodle, formerly known as Hokkien Prawn. And oh God, I love this stuff. This stuff, so the noodle, another one from MyKuali, so it's plump, good, decent chew to it. The broth is sweet, a little spicy, and prawn all the way. If you like prawn flavored things, this will float your prawn boat, all right? So, and it's thick and oily and good stuff. And then plus you get a sachet of fried onion, which you just slap on top, and the whole thing just sings. It's absolutely wonderful. I can't recommend this one more. Well, except for the number 1. The number 1 on my top 10 list for 2017 is, for the second year in a row, Prima Singapore Laksa Wholegrain Ramyun from Singapore. This is just like the epitome of radness. The noodles are thick, chewy. They've got the whole grain thing going on, and it kind of gives it kind of a rustic, artisanal feel. They're not funky at all. It's not like the difference between white flour and whole wheat flour. It's more than that. It's like, it's more. It's hard to explain other than that. The broth is this really nice, kind of spicy, very flavorful laksa. It's beautiful too. And you look at it and you stir it around, just the colors. It's like there's little jewels of oil, you know, bubbling to the surface and stuff. And then of course it's got the huge sachet of the paste, the huge sachet of the coconut milk powder. It just all goes together really, really well, and I love this one. So there's your list from 10 to 1 of the Ramen Raiders Top 10 Instant Noodles of All Time 2017 edition. I'd like to thank you for watching, and now I'd like to give you some updates. The first one and foremost is I am very proud to announce that soon you will be seeing the Ramen Raider Select products starting to come out, at least in Southeast Asia. It'll be a little longer for the US and Canada. I'm really crossing my fingers we can get a partnership on that happening. I think we can. But it all has to do with you. If you guys really like it and you guys really want to give it a try and let me know how you think, you know, do it. The first product coming out is the Ramen Raider Select Supreme Creamy Tom Yum Noodle. And I worked with a company called Samu Group for over a year now. I've been working very closely with a fellow named Stephen Chong, and he's the man. Right on, bro. We've been working on packaging, on the recipe, on everything. And honestly, I can say that this is my favorite instant noodle. Now, you might say, why isn't it number 1 on your top 10 list then? Well, because it's my top 10 list. That would be like, yeah, that's just not cool. I will do a review of it on the site, and obviously it's going to get 5 stars because I love it so much. But it will never be on any of my top 10 lists. So that just wouldn't be fair. That'd be ridiculous. So, but I'll let you know about it. That's for sure. So yeah, be looking for that. I'll have reviews, videos, all sorts of stuff about that coming up very soon, I hope. The next thing is I've been working with some guys down in California, and they've got a company called Exotic Nudes, not like nude ladies, but Noodles. And yeah, there is going to be very shortly, like within days or less, a box that you can order that has 10 different varieties in it from my top 10 lists. This box right now as it stands, I believe has 5 of them from this current list and 5 from previous lists. The countries that are represented are China. Let's see, we got China, Japan, Indonesia, South Korea, Malaysia, Singapore. Did I already say Thailand? I think Thailand too. Yeah. So this is, if you're interested in instant noodles, if you love instant noodles, there's going to be something new in here for you to try. I don't think most people have tried all these. I'd be floored if they have. These are kind of ones that are a little bit off the beaten path. So if you live in the middle of LA and you go to stores that carry instant noodles all the time, chances are if you spent like all day looking for all these, you might be able to find them all. Chances are you wouldn't too. So we've been working really hard on this. It's just about done. So there'll be a link in the bottom of this video as soon as it's ready to go. So, and I'll also do something on the website as well. So you'll be hearing about this a lot. People have asked me for years, is there a box that I can get that has all the varieties in it? And I hate it. I've had to say no, you know, and this box will fix that. I mean, the one thing too is people have been like, well, you can get them all on like Amazon or eBay, but you have to buy like 10 of them or 5 of them or a big box of them. And it's like, I just want to try them each, you know, and this is going to be how you can do that. So it's going to come with a little letter from me, cooking why, you know, on each one there's gonna be a couple sheets, why I like it, how to cook it, because a lot of them will be in a foreign language, so it'll be in English on how to cook, and what you can add to it, what I would add to it, what might work good. I mean, honestly, you can add whatever the heck you want, but these are just my recommendations. And finally, I want to do a couple shout outs. First to Cameron of Ramen Regret Raider. They're a group down in Australia. They do ultra spicy reviews. That's their main push, their scope. And what they rate things based on not stars, but toilets. So they rate whether they eat this spicy noodle and they have some kind of, I don't know, gastrointestinal issues in the future from it. So pretty cool. Cameron from Ramen Regret Raider has made the Ramen Raider Windows app. So this Windows app will work, say you've got Windows 10, you can go to the App Store and get it. A Surface tablet, you can go get it. And a Windows phone, should they occur, you can get it for that too. This app is probably the most complete of all the apps that I have currently for the Ramen Raider. You can also get it, there's the iPhone app, and there is the Android app. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. They're easy to find and they're all free. So another shout out is to Raphael Lauser from Germany. He works on the Happy Super. Happy Super is a website that reviews instant noodles. They busted through the 1,000 reviews thing. That's freaking awesome. Good job. I did an interview with him recently that you can check out. Just look at my YouTube channel and you'll find it. I think it'd be kind of cool to interview a lot of people that do kind of the same thing that I do. Because it's weird because they've got the same kind of problems. It's like Raphael was telling me, yeah, you know, I kind of sort things based on expiration date too. You know, it's like if it's coming close to expiring, you don't want it to go bad. So, so that was cool. Check that out. If you're watching this and you're an instant noodle reviewer, especially Tontantin from Japan, he does a lot of YouTube vids. I'd love to talk to you, love to do an interview with you, and yeah, we're gonna have to get together on that. if possible. And so that pretty much wraps it all up. I'd like to thank everybody who's helped make this crazy journey of instant noodles for me happen, especially my wife, Christine, now my son, Andreas, and Miles, and my daughter, Miriam, who now is about 4 months old. Yeah. So actually this is coming out on her birthday, so she's 4 months old today. Yay. All right. Enjoy your noodles, rock and roll, and have a good one. Bye.